Imagine this. Over 2,000 years ago, Julius Caesar built one of history's greatest empires. But what if I told you his strategies hold the secret to creating massive wealth today? By the end of this video, you'll discover exactly how Caesar's timeless wisdom can transform your financial future. Now, Caesar wasn't just a warrior. He was a master strategist who knew how to grow and protect wealth. So, how would Julius Caesar approach building wealth in today's world? First, Caesar believed strongly in calculated risks. You see, he didn't blindly charge into battle. Every move was strategically planned. Today, most people either avoid risks entirely or gamble without thinking. But Caesar's approach lies somewhere in between, taking bold, calculated steps to seize opportunities that others overlook. For example, instead of passively waiting on the sidelines, Caesar would analyze market trends carefully, spot growth potential early, and invest decisively. Think about how much money you might be leaving on the table by playing it safe or hesitating too long. But here's the twist. Caesar also knew the importance of patience. His famous phrase, festina lente, meaning make haste slowly, perfectly captures this idea. Building wealth isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Caesar understood that sustained growth requires patience and consistency. Picture this. Instead of trying to get rich overnight with risky shortcuts, Caesar would steadily accumulate assets, consistently investing in long-term ventures like stocks, real estate, and reliable businesses. This way he ensured steady, lasting growth rather than temporary wins. Now you might wonder, how did Caesar handle setbacks? Here's a secret few people realize. Julius Caesar was a master at turning losses into stepping stones for future victories. For Caesar, setbacks weren't defeats, they were lessons. In today's investing world, many panic at the first sign of trouble and sell prematurely. But Caesar would stay calm, re-evaluate his position, and pivot strategically. Think about the market crashes or financial setbacks you've faced. Could adopting Caesar's resilience have saved you thousands? And here's another overlooked insight from Caesar's playbook. Always diversify your strategies. Caesar never put all his resources into a single plan. He always had backup strategies and multiple avenues of success. Today, too many investors make the mistake of relying on just one or two income streams. Caesar would have multiple assets working for him. Stocks, bonds, property, and even businesses. Could this be the missing piece keeping you from financial security? Now imagine what your financial life could look like if you adopted Caesar's mindset. Taking bold but calculated risks, exercising strategic patience, mastering resilience in setbacks, and diversifying your wealth. But before we dive into how Caesar applied these strategies practically, let me share something surprising. Did you know Caesar's legendary wealth wasn't just from conquest? There's another lesser-known but crucial part of his strategy that most history books skip. I'll reveal exactly what it is and how you can use it to grow your income today in just a moment. First, let's quickly summarize the key principles we've uncovered so far. Calculated risk-taking, patient investment, resilience in setbacks, and diversification. Now here's the important question. How can you practically apply these principles today to start building wealth immediately? Let's start with calculated risk-taking, Caesar style. Instead of randomly jumping into hot stocks or crypto without proper research, adopt a more analytical approach. Study markets, trends, and company fundamentals first. You don't need to predict perfectly. Caesar never did either. But well-informed decisions significantly boost your chances of success. But what about patience and long-term thinking? The best modern application is dollar cost averaging. consistently investing small amounts over time, regardless of market conditions. Imagine investing regularly into a reliable index fund or ETFs and steadily watching your wealth multiply. No emotional roller coasters, just steady, reliable growth. Now, setbacks are inevitable, but Caesar teaches us they don't have to mean disaster. When markets dip, most people panic and sell at a loss. Caesar would do the opposite. Carefully assess the situation, adjust his strategy, and sometimes even invest more while prices are low. This counterintuitive move could massively boost your returns over time. Finally, diversification, one of Caesar's most powerful principles. Stop relying on a single paycheck or income stream. Start exploring side hustles, rental properties, dividend stocks, or passive income strategies. Imagine building a financial fortress with multiple reliable sources of income, just as Caesar built a diversified and resilient empire. And now comes the crucial part. Remember that secret source of Caesar's wealth I promised earlier? Here's where it gets fascinating. Caesar's wealth wasn't just built from battles or taxes. He cleverly leveraged his influence and relationships to create lucrative opportunities others completely missed. Want to know exactly how you can apply this same strategy today to double or triple your earnings? Keep watching, because that's precisely what I'll reveal next. You might think leveraging influence and relationships is reserved for billionaires or celebrities. But the truth is, Caesar's tactic is surprisingly simple and accessible to anyone today. He understood that wealth is deeply connected to your network and the opportunities you create through strategic relationships. Think about your own network for a moment. How many people do you regularly connect with who actively contribute to your financial growth or personal development? Caesar carefully cultivated alliances, not just friendships. He surrounded himself with advisors, business partners, and powerful allies who could create mutual benefit. Now you might be wondering how you can practically replicate this approach in your life today. Here's a powerful strategy Caesar himself would endorse. Actively invest time and effort into building relationships with mentors, peers, and industry experts. Attend conferences, join mastermind groups, and engage with like-minded communities online. The secret here isn't networking superficially. It's about genuinely providing value and building meaningful connections. Imagine if every month you strategically connected with even 2 or 3 new influential contacts. Over time, these relationships could unlock opportunities like joint ventures, profitable partnerships, and valuable business advice. This is precisely how Caesar multiplied his wealth and influence exponentially, and how you can too. But there's one more powerful Caesar-inspired tactic you absolutely cannot miss. Julius Caesar deeply believed in continuous self-improvement. He was famously ambitious and relentless about his personal development. What does this mean practically for your finances today? It means continuously upgrading your financial knowledge and skills. Caesar never stopped learning and adapting. He absorbed wisdom from mentors, advisors, and even rivals. How often do you genuinely invest in your financial education today? Caesar would encourage you to make this an absolute priority. Read insightful books, listen to financial podcasts, and never stop acquiring new strategies. Remember, your income will only grow to match your level of financial intelligence. And finally, here's the transformative mindset Caesar embodied that could skyrocket your wealth today: taking decisive action. Caesar famously crossed the Rubicon River, symbolizing a commitment he couldn't undo. Today, too many people wait for the perfect moment, paralyzed by hesitation. Caesar knew waiting meant missed opportunities and lost wealth, So ask yourself, what financial action have you been postponing? Whether it's investing in stocks, starting a side business, or finally diving into real estate, cross your own Rubicon today. Take decisive, calculated action right now and start building your financial empire the Julius Caesar way. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, financially secure, diversified income streams pouring in, surrounded by influential connections and equipped with exceptional financial knowledge, all because you applied Caesar's timeless wisdom. It starts today. Seize the moment, cross your Rubicon, and let Caesar's principles guide you to the wealth and prosperity you've always deserved.